We're rolling. Good. Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Michael, and if you are new here, again, my name is Michael. I would like if you subscribe. That would help out a lot. I'm wearing Penn State today because I just feel like Penn State. We are! And if you don't like Penn State, I'm so sorry. I guess you can watch this video still. But today, well, let me start off with back maybe yesterday or depending when this video is posted. I have no idea. I did my top 10 favorite roller coasters at Hershey Park, one of those top 10 videos, and I feel like this should be like a top 10 week, top 10 roller coaster week, maybe even. But okay, so I did that. That was hard to decide because it was my home park. Very hard to decide. So now I'm doing top 10 roller coasters at Kings Dominion. You clicked on this video, so yeah. Okay, again, I'm doing top 10 roller coasters at Kings Dominion. I just visited that park probably not even a month ago, almost a month ago. But Kings Dominion is in Doswell, Virginia. Amazing, amazing Cedar Fair park. So I'm going to go over my top 10 favorite roller coasters. I'm excluding the Great Pumpkin Coaster. That just didn't make my list. It's a kiddie coaster in Planet Snoopy. So sorry to all you Charlie Brown fans and Snoopy fans and Planet Snoopy fans, and if you ever go to the Cedar Fair park. So sorry about that. And I'm excluding Volcano the Blast because it was worked on. That looked like an amazing ride. Maybe I'll pop in a picture or something. It was closed for maintenance. They said it might be closed for a month. And I was like, no, this can't be happening. That might be Kings Dominion's second best roller coaster. But I'm just gonna get into this top 10 video. Okay, remember, keep in mind that this is my opinion. Okay, you can have your own opinion if you ever go. So let's just get to it. All right, starting off at the number 10 spot, we have a roller coaster I like to call, well, its name is Anaconda. Worst coaster I think that I literally ever ridden. This coaster, so much headbanging. Whenever Alex and I got off, well, one, we were in the back row. Back row for a coaster should never be bad. One, this coaster doesn't have airtime, so I don't know why we did that at all. But when we got off the roller coaster, Alex and I's ears were bright red. Our necks were bright red. And I was wearing a shirt like this. My shoulders, since I'm little, like I'm a little guy, I'm probably 4'9", were bright red because of all the shaking. This roller coaster is old. It doesn't work like a roller coaster should. We got stuck like 3/4 of the way up the lift hill. Not a tall lift hill. It was actually quite peaceful, maybe for 5 minutes. Not even. The best part, hands down. I mean, hands up. Yeah, I should probably stop with these punny jokes. Did you get that one? Okay. No, I should actually really stop before you guys leave. But Anaconda's so bad. I'm gonna show some pictures, pop some pictures in and do a voiceover. The stats are bad. The roller coaster's just straight up bad. Don't recommend. Well, I mean, if you want the credits, ride it, but I don't recommend riding it. It's just not a fun coaster. And if you want to like hurt your neck, head, ears, then yeah, also don't ride this roller coaster. It's just bad, and I just have nothing else to say. Literally, the best 2 parts of the ride were getting stuck on the lift hill for like 3 minutes, maybe not even. And there's this part after the drop, and Anaconda, probably the also other best part, is it's on water. Literally, the whole entire roller coaster is on water, except for the lift hill. It's on the side of the lake. And there's this part where it goes under the water. It's really cool. That's the second best part, just going under the water. But you just go, whoa, we're underwater, and your head's like banging around. It's just not a fun ride. Okay, so next roller coaster. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Here are some pictures of Anaconda. So Anaconda is 144 feet tall, and it goes 50 miles per hour. It has 2,700 feet of track, and that's basically it. It's just a really bad ride. and you can see the water. And then this last picture here is the lift hill. We got stuck up at the top. So that's Anaconda for you. Okay, so our next roller coaster, our number 9 spot, brings us to a roller coaster in Planet Snoopy. To replace the Great Pumpkin Coaster is a coaster named Woodstock Express. If you've ever been to Hershey Park, if you've ever ridden Wildcat or ever been to Knoebels right in Phoenix, this is literally a mini version of both of those combined. It's blue. It's a blue roller coaster. I'll show you the pictures and after I'm doing this. But it's so adorable. Like everything's shrunk down to a size, and it's right beside Dominator, which I'll get to later. And it's just this little coaster, a wooden coaster, and then boom, there's this big coaster. And Alex and I got it front row, and it's like so adorable. I actually was like, oh, this is cute. And you're like going over these hills, and there's just like these kids like having so much fun on it. That's literally all I have to say. It's just a really cute coaster, and it's better than Anaconda. So yeah, let's get into the next one. Bringing us to our number 8 spot. Number 8 spot. We have a roller coaster, another wooden roller coaster called Grizzly. Grizzly, whew, oh boy, this roller coaster takes so long, but it's like in the back of the park. Like you have to walk, I don't know, a lot. It's like separated from all the other roller coasters. It's in the section where Dinosaur Alive is. And so grizzly bears, the theming is actually really, really nice. You have an old wooden coaster, and it's like you're a grizzly. Alex and I also got this roller coaster front row. There were not too many lines. It was actually a great day. They said they said it's somewhat normal, but the park was actually quite empty when we went. And so back to Grizzly, it's like the theming is on point. It is amazing theming. It feels like you're an actual grizzly bear running through the woods. The drop isn't that tall, and you're just speeding through the trees, like going back and forth and going on these bank turns. It's just a little rough. It's rough, and the supports shake. Like when we were going by the station, when you were waiting in line, you could see the supports like go like this a little bit as the coaster went by. But coaster supports are pretty flexible, and they would definitely shut the ride down if it wasn't supposed to be doing that. Like it's not bad. It's definitely supposed to do that. That's one thing about roller coasters. It's definitely safe. So back to Grizzly. Like it's pretty rough, but it's actually really, really cool because you're going through the woods and you're just going around. Like I don't even know if I can get pictures of Grizzly to show you guys because it's so back far. I probably can only get a picture of like the lift hill and one of these turns that goes through the woods. But it's a good ride. I thought it was pretty cool. And to get front row, and since you're close to the ground, you just feel like you're speeding through, and it's such a long ride. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll show you some. I'll try to show you some pictures.
Right. I couldn't find any pictures. Sorry.
Roller coaster. Guess what? It's a wooden coaster. That's what was and 3 wooden coasters now. This wooden coaster is one I like to call Racer 75, and if you've ever been to King's Dominion, it was called Rebel Yell. It renamed it. It's 2 roller coasters, just like Lightning Racer, like they race, but it's different. So you pull out of the station and you come together like this. You go up the first lift hill, and then you go like this, down through, you go in a turnaround, the cars come back and go around like this, come back to the center where the bigger ones were, and you do these little bunny hops back into the station. It's actually quite cool. So all you do is get airtime, and there's this one bank turn that turns you around back towards the station. A lot of Cedar Fair parks have these, I noticed, and I think they're actually quite cool. Racer 75 wasn't very rough. it just gives you lots and lots of airtime. I forget what seat Alex and I got this. It was either front or back row, or like second row or whatever. But what was I trying to say? Airtime, yeah, the airtime is amazing. It's really good. And the one thing I have to say that I don't like too much about this is how when you go on this bank turn, you lose speed. You do lose speed, I can say that. And it's like a turnaround. It is a turnaround, not a bank turn. And you just kind of lose speed. That's the only problem I have with this roller coaster. So let's just go into the next. Let's just go into pictures I meant instead. Hey, didn't see you there. That brings us to our number 6 spot. And guess what? It's not a wooden coaster. Woohoo! Okay, so this roller coaster is called Apple Zapple. Again, if you've ever been to Hershey Park, Dorney Park, they have it named like Dorney Park, like Mouse Chaser, and at Hershey Park, Wild Mouse, something to do with the mouse. They just rethemed it, I forget what it was called, but now it's themed at like apples or something. Now, why I put this so low is because of one thing. After the first lift hill, there's a huge drop and you come swooping down and you pick up so much speed, and when you get into that first like zigzag or turnaround or switchback, whatever you want to call, you get so much airtime. You could actually get individual lap bars on this one, which I love. At Hershey Park, you share the lap bar with your seat partner. But this one, you just get thrown up into the air. I think it was amazing. So far, I had the best airtime. Well, okay, I should say it had tied airtime with Racer 75. So maybe I should have put this maybe behind Racer 75. I don't know. And once I show you guys the pictures, let me know in the comments. But Racer 75, all it did was airtime. This, it's like your Wild Mouse coaster. Turn around, turn around, turn around, and it feels like you're gonna be thrown off the track. So I thought it was really cool. I love the first drop and how much speed you pick up. And I thought that this one was better than the one at Hershey Park because, well, actually, that one at Hershey Park didn't even make my top 10. I put Sidewinder before that. Yeah, why did this one make it so low? This one would definitely not make my top 10 roller coasters, my top 10 favorite roller coasters in the world, because I've ridden 35 and this just isn't one of them. Actually, I've ridden 36 roller coasters. Yeah, but back to Apple Zapple. This roller coaster, how do I say it? It was just fun. And since you can only sit your family, it's only 4 people trains, I thought that made it like even cooler because like it was just all of our family in this one little train, like going over these big hills. And like after you did those like switchbacks, whatever you want to call them, the part where you're like this and then this and you just keep going back and forth, you feel like you're gonna fall off the track. You go into another section, if I'm correct, over here, and you just keep going on bunny hops and more drops. And I thought that was really cool because the one at Hershey Park looks like a ride you could see maybe at a carnival. It's one big box. It's all on top of each other on levels. So up here is the part where you're like this and you keep going back and forth when you're about to throw off the tracks. Here's most of the drops and stuff. Down here is like the air time, and then you go to the brake run into the station. I thought this one was cool because it was spread out. Okay, so now let's go into our next roller coaster. I'm gonna leave you in suspense. The video ends here. If you want to see the other half, click on the video that will be posted next, probably almost at the exact same time or right after this video. You guys probably hate me for that. Bye. Go watch it.